Hey folks, welcome to Natural Medic Adventures. I'm your host, Craig the Natural Medic. On this week's show, we are recording in a different location. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, over on the Tarrant County side in Fort Worth, Texas. And on this week's episode, we are going to talk about two things, but mainly one thing, which is going to be alcohol stoves. I purchased an alcohol stove recently. Wanted to test it out for y'all, see if you think it's worth it. See if I think it's worth it. And I also have another item that I'm going to show you. That item is this right here. The HEET Summit pot kettle. It holds one liter, but safely can boil 0.8 liters, so about 2 cups of water. It's big enough, as you can see, you can boil water in it, or you can also cook in it. I got this for myself as a late Christmas present. I'm mostly going to be focusing on the stove today, though. If you'd like me to do a review of the HEET Summit pot kettle, I'd be glad to do that for you. Just leave me a comment down in the comments below, or send me an email or whatever. All right, let's get on to it. So, here we go. One of the things that you need for an alcohol stove is you need a fuel source. And for my research, this is probably your cheapest fuel source out there and most widely available. Pretty much any auto parts store, Walmart, some dollar stores. I haven't really found it at like Family Dollar or Dollar General, but some dollar stores may carry this as well. This is HEET. It's a gas line antifreeze water remover, and the main ingredient is methyl alcohol. Something to keep in mind with alcohol stoves is you definitely want to use methyl alcohol, not ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol is the kind that is consumed. Methyl alcohol is usually used for cleaning, vehicle maintenance, and things like that. I do have my handy Dr. Pepper out here. Got a Bic lighter for a fuel source. And let's take a look at this stove here. If I can get it out of the cook stand, that would be helpful. There we go. Okay, I purchased this particular stove. Here it is, from a place on eBay called Zuni Outdoors, which is based in Arizona. The stove, of course, is made in China, and there's probably, I don't know about millions, but there's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of stoves like this available on eBay, Amazon, other marketplaces on the internet. They're all pretty much the same type of stove. Might be branded a little bit differently, might include some different accessories. This one just comes with this setup right here, and I'll go over that in a second. It has a little velvet bag. It's very lightweight. I don't know how much it is with fuel, and I do have a full reservoir of the heat in there. And it has this little pot stand. This pot stand, no instructions on it, so I don't know what it's made of exactly. I'm going to assume it's aluminum. The stove itself is aluminum, so it's very lightweight. So the stove is divided into a couple of parts here. This part right here is your lid. You want to have that to snuff out your flame. So you extend your little deal right here. It does have a lid that moves on and off. Why you would do that necessarily, I don't rightly know. But I know this is for snuffing out your fire. So you snap that down like that. You have a handle so you don't get yourself burned. Put that over the top. Okay, so in here, this is just a screw top. You can keep that. You see some leaked out when I opened it up, but while it's on there, it does screw on and should be essentially leak proof. You set that down in here very carefully so you don't spill any. There we go. And you have the jets. Let me see if I can get you a better view of that. The jets are right there on the top. Okay. And that allows for the flames to come on there. You have to have a pot stand, otherwise if you set something on top of this, it would flame out. So this should sit on here just nicely like that once I light it. I'm gonna go ahead and light it now. Okay, it is lit. You can't really see it, but if you put your hand over it, you can definitely feel that heat. So we're gonna set the water on there, and hopefully through the magic of time lapse, we will see how long it takes. I'm gonna time it myself. It's 11:23 right now. We'll see how long it takes for it to boil. Now you might want to have some kind of a windscreen, which you can make it out of aluminum foil pretty easily. It looks like this is about boiled. So we're going to pick it up and just pour it in here and see what it turns out. Oh yeah, that's plenty hot. Not quite boiling at this point. Go ahead and snuff that out. Okay, so looking at the pot here, yeah, it's definitely warm. The stove itself, if you look at it, advantages of this stove, it's lightweight. The fuel is cheap and easily obtainable right here. And it is pretty quiet. Now when the wind was blowing, you definitely could see that water is super hot. Definitely hot enough for coffee or whatever, but you definitely could hear the flames when the wind was blowing, but other than that, it was pretty quiet. If you use a jet boil or any other kind of canister stove or a white gas type stove, those stoves can be loud. So what's the verdict here? Alcohol stoves are pretty inexpensive. This one was, I believe it was $15 on eBay. Similar ones that I've seen on Amazon that are from different models like REDCAMP, and I'll put links to all these in the description below so you can check these out for yourself. They are different prices, but most of them are under $20. And the fuel, this bottle of HEET right here, I got at O'Reilly's Auto Parts yesterday, and it costs me, I think, $2.50. And there's 12 ounces in there. I think the reservoir in there, just eyeballing it, probably holds about 4. Let me look in here. Yeah, probably about 4 ounces of fuel. I don't have the specs on that, but I'm just guesstimating. So, and you can screw that top on and carry that with you. Or you can set it up where you have a squirt bottle or whatever, plastic bottle, so you don't have to carry this whole thing with you, depending on where you're going. But it used about half of the reservoir. I'll let you look in there. Used about half the reservoir of fuel, maybe a little bit more than that, to boil the water, and it took approximately a little bit under 12 minutes, so almost 13 minutes. It's a little bit slower than a canister stove or a white gas stove, but it still works. If you got value of any kind of this video, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave your comments below or questions. And what kind of stove do you like to use? Drop that in the comments below and let me know. If you have anything to add to the community, please feel free to do that. If you're listening on the podcast, I'll put a link in the description to the video so you can watch this for yourself. Of course, if you're listening on the podcast, feel free to review us on your favorite podcast directory. Thanks so much for watching and listening, y'all. We'll see you next time. Take care. See you on the trail.